I try to use it on like stream titles whenever I think I can get away with it.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, who's your bot with the heavy balls? It's me, September. I should have waited until you weren't drinking. I'm sorry. That's my fault. Are you okay?
Yes, I'm fine.
Okay. I'm here with my wonderful wife, Katie.
Ayo.
We're going to play more Arcade Spirits, the new challengers.
Mm-hmm.
Which I keep calling Arcade Spirits 2 in the title, but that's just because it's easier.
Mm-hmm.
I have a fucking character limit.
The game's gotten better after they got all of the extreme ableism out of their systems.
Just get it.
Also, Steam is frozen.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah. Okay, Steam's unfrozen now.
Yeah, now everyone has at least a little bit of character development.
Yeah. That was some intense shittiness for the first few hours.
So, hi Andy, hi Clem, hi everyone who came in from Andy's stream.
Or otherwise.
We're just gonna hang out in Arcade Spirits, the new challengers.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn the music down because when they start talking, it's gonna start coming through the mic.
It is going to start coming. So last time, it was moving day.
Mm-hmm.
We're moving into a team house, which is to say we're commandeering 2 apartments above the arcade stroke laundromat stroke pizza place.
Mm-hmm.
And all of our esports team is gonna live there, and it's gonna be fine, and no one's gonna be harsh with one another or anything.
And hopefully Jinx will no longer be used as a tool to support the presumably cishet white protagonist, which seems to be the assumption as to who the protagonist is by the writer. Abled as well, yes. I thought that was implied.
I couldn't have done that. I could have not done that. Where do we want to talk to? Is Rhapsody in the laundromat, or Zapper and Loxley arguing about something?
I mean, that's actually a tough choice. I think both of these could be entertaining at the least.
Yes. I think that unless you have a very strong opinion either way, stepping in where our teammates are arguing is literally our job.
Mm-hmm.
So,
all right.
As much as I like Rhapsody, maybe that.
All right. Let's step in on this fun in the arcade.
Mm-hmm.
I must protest.
Which is why they should have done nothing. Now they're de facto approving of evil itself.
Are you kidding me?
What else do you expect them to do? Hold hands and sing Kumbaya? It's wrong place, wrong time for that sort of thing.
Okay. Apparently, I'm walking into a heated debate. Oh, right, I forgot about the hat.
Yeah, you give yourself a toque to match the skirt.
Mm-hmm. May need to step in here if Zapper starts getting abusive. She's learning self-control, but I did promise her I'd intervene if anything goes wrong. Fortunately, my arrival draws her attention.
Hey, Benui, Loxley's being an overly optimistic dreamer again.
Oh no, how awful.
Loxley, my dude, I get that in a perfect world everything would be super cool and he could say anything he wants, but this ain't that. Nor will it be unless those with power are willing to step up and embrace empathy rather than avarice.
Okay, may as well hurl myself directly into oblivion and ask, what the fuck are you two talking about? See, it wasn't written, so I didn't have to censor it.
No, you just got to do it. You found the loophole. You got to do a cuss on your own time.
That's right.
It's less of an argument, more of a clash of perspective, my being sensible and his being idealistic.
Do you think we need Borders, Final Fantasy IX reference?
I'm perfectly fine with being called idealistic.
Yo, back up a bit and start again. I just got here, like 10 seconds ago.
Fine. Loxley, you go first. Yesterday, an esports competitor was being interviewed after a major tournament win, and in his victory speech, he declared...
Free Hong Kong.
Free Hong Kong revolution now. I'm not... Okay.
Why did they censor Hong Kong? That really feels bad that they censored Hong Kong.
So the reason it's like that is because this is the future year of 20 boop-de-boop, and their political clashes shouldn't be the same as our political clashes, but they absolutely wanted to reference a political clash that's happening currently.
Yeah, that's one of the problems I've been having with the narrative.
Yeah.
Is it wants to be a separate world to ours, but it keeps referencing real world things that it thinks it's being sly about.
Exactly, and I feel it's like this is incredibly blatant. Mm-hmm. And I feel like if you were going to do this, you should have went the, say, Disco Elysium route and just like got a whole news, like, here's this conflict that's happening over here somewhere, rather than referencing something that really exists, is still ongoing.
And that the whole problem is that people keep trying to censor this, and then they censored it.
Yes.
That's fucked up.
That's a shame. That is, they have fucked up in this case.
That is, wow.
It's not, golly, okay.
Well, it's
You know, we were just like being, oh, they've done a better job with all of these other things.
Uh-huh.
And just find a whole new way to fuck up.
Yeah, this is, I guess we can call it Strike 2.
We can.
Fucking hell.
And the game's publisher promptly banned him from play for 6 months and fired the person interviewing him for allowing it. Which sucks. I'm not arguing it doesn't suck. It's an all-around pile of suck. But the ban came down because a gaming event is the wrong place for politics. It's like expecting nuance on face wall, and the guy signed a contract agreeing to that. The contract wording was intentionally vague, and I doubt the company would punish him if he said the USA rules, which, I might add, is also a political statement.
I disagree, my friend.
No, this is clearly fear of reprisal from the government of 3 X's.
Not China, don't worry about it.
Definitely not China, which is simultaneously a huge gaming market and a despotic regime. So we're absolutely putting our opinions out there without saying what they're for, which is cowardly.
Uh-huh.
Just talking about Triple X negatively is a good way to get punished, with corporations climbing into bed with them on a daily basis.
Loxley's right about that. I wouldn't want to mention China specifically by name just to be on the safe side, China.
Nah.
I guess this would keep the... So,
we're now banned in China.
yeah, that's the thing. So actually saying Hong Kong and China would get the game banned for release in China, but the fact that there's same-sex couples in it, I think, also does that.
Also, I think all video games are currently banned in China. That might have ended.
Yeah. I'm gonna keep reading the things on the screen.
Okay.
This isn't about, just say China?
Yeah.
All right. This isn't about China, it's about games, and keeping the focus on games, not politics. All discourse is political, my friend. Games are art, and therefore political.
Also, it really sucks that they're putting her in the position of a shitty white guy.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Not this again. Look, I'm not sitting here booping.
Is she seriously supposed to be saying yucking China's yum?
That's not the phrase that's there.
Oh, what?
It's sucking China's dick.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense.
Yeah. I don't like what they've been doing any more than you do. And hell, that publisher is run by abusive patriarchal boobsticks. I'm not playing cheerleader for anyone here. But expecting a video game company to do anything other than get out of the way of that oncoming freight train is absurd. It's not their place to start an international incident.
They are a power, and it is absolutely... I hate this.
I also hate this. And when I sit down and play a game, I just want to play a game, you know? I don't play those games that are thinly veiled military recruitment campaigns either. Your game of choice is a I'm gonna let that go because they're probably gonna do that. I want game storefronts to yank obvious propaganda games. I want racist trolls out of the community. Keep things welcoming for everyone by keeping politics out.
She just contradict herself?
Yep.
In one sentence?
Uh-huh.
A bit concerning, that.
And who decides what's political and what isn't? That's the rub. I feel someone needs to stand up, or this is just going to happen again and again, and as a member of the gaming community, I'd like it to be us. It's also important for those of us who have platforms of privilege from which to speak that we use them boldly against the evils of the world. But we both ranted enough, haven't we? Considering Bunui is our acting manager and stroke cat wrangler, I'm curious how she would interpret the situation. Just in case I feel like, I don't know, making scary political statements after bigger, batter Beetleborgs win the Pro Tour.
Holy boot, people, you're dumping this on me? Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. This is what you signed up for.
Yeah.
This is the worst conversation.
As I said before we began this dialogue, this is literally our job.
Mm-hmm.
No worries, I support my friends. I respect your wishes on the matter regardless of what they are. You have my loyalty, that will always come first.
But I might think you're a douchebag.
Yeah, let's not back Benuli into a corner on this one. I'm cool whatever you decide too. So, do you think it's reasonable to disallow politics at a gaming event, or is it reprehensible to silence them? Notice these aren't connected to identity.
Personality trait.
Yeah, identity identifiers. So, starting from the top, it's reasonable. Like it or not, game companies are expected to provide neutral ground wherever possible. It's reprehensible. People should take a stand for what they believe in without fear of punishment. It's reasonable and reprehensible. The two genders. Can't imagine it going down any other way, but we don't have to approve of the results. I am not getting into this right now.
So, we can be awful.
Yes.
We can be good.
Uh-huh.
We can be awful and centrist. Or we can be a shitbag. There's only one reasonable choice.
There's one choice.
Let's call this what it is, okay? A game company is terrified of losing money in China and is willing to silence someone to avoid that fate. It's not about neutrality. It's about that bottom line. And a company has no right to punish someone over their speech like that. If they're not willing to stand up for their own players, maybe they don't deserve to have a player base.
So, this is absolutely preaching to the choir.
Yeah.
But I'm going to say it anyway, just sort of on the basis that I think it's important to have. To say that you shouldn't have political discussions around basically anything immediately includes a shit ton of people whose existence is politicized.
Mm-hmm.
We are having I'm trans, and we're having a rash of political movement around, how do I want to phrase this? Please help.
We're having a rash of actual lawmakers in power trying to pass legislation that serves no purpose except to harm trans people.
Thank you. That is a better way to put it than I was going to put it. And that's political. I'm just standing here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just standing here and I have to watch, like, you know those parents who are really content to let their kids sort of wander in a 15-foot atom cloud around them?
Mm-hmm.
Those parents look at me when I'm just, like, out, and suddenly they think it's really important that their kids stay right by them. And I'm just standing there. That's a whole political thing that's happened.
Mm-hmm. And it doesn't just hurt trans people, you know, in case you need to know that.
Yeah.
They're, in a very real way, without even realizing what they're doing, they're coming after me too. I'm intersex. It is literally, from how I interpret the law, illegal for me to urinate in North Carolina.
And other places. There's a lot more now.
Uh-huh.
Number go up.
These things hurt everyone, even on levels that they don't really understand. And that's fucked.
I'm going to drop this currently, unless you have something that you think is very important to say in this space, and we can move on.
Trans rights.
Trans rights are human rights. The whole phrase is important.
Mm-hmm. Trans rights are human rights. There we go. Because I'm not John Romero.
Yes.
I can say the whole thing. That's a weird reference to make.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. And if the only vote we get under capitalism is voting with our dollars, well, if there's a mass voting and they feel it in the pocketbook, no, you just killed your whole point there.
Yeah.
Vote with your wallets. That doesn't work. That's not how this works.
Here. I'm for capitalism in this case, apparently. Thank you for seeing past the company's rhetoric to what this is truly about. I think you're both putting way too much meaning into this, but whatevs.
I'm liking her less.
You wanted to have, like, this whole fight about this.
Mm-hmm.
You're clearly putting in as much as we are.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like I'm waving Chinese flags around and cheering them on. Screw them. I'm just not going to say that at a Pro Tour event. Which is perfectly understandable, Zapper, as long as you respect my right to do so. As long as we don't get our whole team banned from play, you do you. Living with y'all is going to be interesting, at least, especially with Loxley and I under one roof. I promise not to start any fights, though. Team cohesion above all else. Glad I'm specifically bunking with Rhapsody, though. Rap.
I wish we'd gone to see them instead.
Fairy lights. Likewise, I promise to remain cordial and not allow differing viewpoints to tear bigger, badder Beetleborgs apart. It wouldn't be fair to Bunwheel or anyone else. So, 3 cheers for bigger, badder Beetleborgs HQ. Long may it stand.
I am not gonna say that 3 times in a row.
Nope. Hip hip hooray.
Smiles and good cheer all around.
Rap.
But also a bit of a reminder that I'm in charge of keeping some very, very different people all focused on the same goal. More responsibility than I asked for? No, it's not. More than I wanted? No, it's not. But I can do this for the sake of all my friends. Can you? Because it sounds like you don't understand what you're doing at all.
It sounds like you keep trying to find ways to not do this for the sake of all your friends.
Mm-hmm. Okay, anyone else I should talk with before moving in? Hang on, sun's already gone down. Why the heck haven't we moved in yet? I'd say we're burning daylight, but we're fresh out. Beep beep, Banooey.
Beep.
You have an incoming message from Jinx.
Hey there, GN's trying to get our arcade game working and running into problems. Any idea how to boot a custom arcade PC? Real mess up in here.
That is something I know how to do.
Real mess up here right now. There we go.
Huh. It's just a PC and a fancy wooden box? I thought arcade games were all specialized hardware. Retro games, yes. Modern ones tend to use off-the-shelf components. Want me to reply to her? Yeah, there's like a lot of the DDR machines were just fucking running Windows XP.
Mm-hmm.
It was real funny when it crashed. Just straight to the XP desktop. They've decided to write Zapper as a piece of shit and Loxley as a centrist. Yep.
Yeah. Like, for someone who claims to be a radical,
he sure isn't very radical. Unlike Greg Universe.
Unlike Greg Universe, who, yes, is a radical.
Deedly, 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 deedly. Retro games, yes. Modern ones tend to use off-the-shelf components. Want me to reply to her? Oh, wait. I've got another message for you. This time from Grace.
I could use a hand moving my game collection. Can you take the subway to the 23rd Street station? Moving these boxes myself is proving difficult.
Yeah, like, if you're going down the stairs carrying those, you wouldn't want to have a fall from Grace.
I'm so entranced by you. You are such a wonderful person. And I love every moment that I get to spend with you.
I don't think I can leave either of them hanging. Rhapsody could easily get a FOD 2 machine going. They're a computery type person, like you, and I'm sure Loxley would be more than happy to carry some boxes for Grace. So, who should I send where?
I'll go help Grace move her game collection, Rhapsody will lend Jinx a hand, or I'll go help Jinx set up our FOD 2 machine. Loxley can assist Grace.
Like I said, I want to keep doing the Jinx interactions to see how bad it gets. And they've been doing better.
They have been doing better, and I think Jinx is, in terms of, like, stuff, getting...
Shit.
What's going on? Dog is outside, do a bark. So what I was saying was that I think of these two.
Eat the grass.
I think of these two, Grace needing boxes moved is something we don't necessarily need to handle. And if there's problems with like her parents or whatever, because that was the reason she didn't want to move out in the first place, I think Loxley is very capable of handling that. I think we're better off helping Jinx set up the FOD 2 machine.
All right. Iris, contact Loxley and give him Grace's location. I'd like us to get moved in ASAP, and if this arcade game's the stumbling block, I want to take care of it.
Sounds good.
Sure thing, Manui. Grace and Loxley will be back by the time you're ready. With that settled, I head up the elevator to join John and Jinx's literal homemaking efforts. I thought they were setting up an arcade cabinet.
In the home.
I don't know if that's making the home.
I mean, it's literally the reason we have the home, so I think in a real way, yes, it is.
All right. On returning to Jinx's nicely decorated apartment, my shoes sink into the thick carpeting with ease. Looks like John finished bashing a door through the drywall between the two halves of Bigger Badder Beetleborg's headquarters. Not bad.
It's faux wood. It's faux wood with a carpet in the middle. Like a rug.
Okay.
It's not, there's not carpet there to sink into.
Oh, yeah. There is no carpet, that's true.
It's a continuation of the conversation from last week where they were like describing the safety features in Jinx's apartment, which presumably this is, and they're not there.
Yeah, that's bizarre. It's like they got this picture, like, real laid in.
And it's like, it's definitely supposed to be Jinx's apartment. It's not a generic apartment that could be either one of the apartments. Because it's got, like, the wheel and the car, because she likes cars. And it's got, like, a cat tree in the back for Minx.
And it's got a blanket on the bed because, like me, she would have a hard time moving between various rooms throughout the day. Overall, Jinx's place is a bit less neat and tidy than the last time, with open cardboard boxes of packing material all over the place, including the various components of one disassembled FOD 2 arcade game.
How the fuck did you sound?
Just kind of low.
Oh, okay. But no, that's
wait,
Jinx.
that's
I'm
Gian.
thinking about Gian. But my thing with Gian is Gian for so, Banui, my savior, please, please help me make this weird game contraption work properly. I think I've got a handle on the physical assembly. I'm a whiz with an Allen wrench. But the computer is another matter.
Well, most just use a standard, like, Phillips head screwdriver. You don't need the Allen wrench there. True enough, the game's chunky old monitor is sitting on... Why does it have a chunky old monitor if it's a new game?
Yeah, I thought a brand new, like, in-box.
And they were just saying it's built on PCs. Like, off-the-shelf PC parts? What is going on here? With what looks like an industrial computer case tower next to it. Why would it have a CRT monitor? That's actively detrimental. No fancy pants, water cooling, or sweet glass windows. Just a metal box to jam PC components into. And it's showing a blue screen of death. A very familiar one. Oh no, it is on Windows. Wait, FOD 2 runs on Vaporware for work groups? That is a really good name.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I was the only weirdo running that dinosaur of an operating system.
Cheap as hell, yeah. As long as it runs reliably in an arcade, they won't spend 1 penny more than they have to.
First of all, getting one of those CRTs is probably way, way more expensive
Than the flats.
than a flat screen nowadays.
So, think you can work your magic on this thing? I'll finish getting the cabinet assembled while you tinker.
With a shrug, I take out my USB keyboard that I apparently had in my pocket and jack in to give it the old 3-fingered salute and reboot the box.
She's got the, like, serial killer from Hacker's backpack where she just pulls the keyboard out like it's a samurai sword.
Yes. Especially since CRTs literally aren't manufactured anymore. CRT factories no longer exist. Exactly!
So
Ridiculous. Also, Vaporware is clearly supposed to be Windows, hence the Control-Alt-Delete reference. Now we've got proof. And the blue screen of death.
Sorry.
I sit on our couch with the keys in my lap, going through the process of figuring out where the custom device drivers are stored, etc. Okay. Doesn't take up much of my mental timeshare, so I can chat while working.
Sorry about that.
Sorry about this. Gian wanted to surprise you with a completely finished team headquarters, but took longer than expected.
It's cool, it's cool. I'll have this running soon. Looks simple enough.
Good.
While you're doing that, I'll take this time to relax. Big fan of relaxation time. Stress of getting this ready isn't worn on me.
So, like, I know this system. It's Linux.
It's a Linux system.
Unix. It's Unix. I can't get over the fact that I apparently just keep a USB keyboard in my pocket.
Mm-hmm. Gutsy. Don't you listen to heavy metal? How is that in any way relaxing? Agreed. Relaxing is an important part of all the training we'll be doing. Will having 7 of us intruding on your personal time mess up your relaxation?
I mean, valid question.
All
Valid and useful question.
Valid and useful question.
We'll go with the valid and useful question, I guess.
I definitely don't want to, like,
Insult her taste in music.
her taste in music. That just seems shitty.
Uh-huh.
Relaxing is important. I think asking the question, you're right, is better.
You're not gonna be chilling by yourself in the apartment anymore, though. There's 7 of us coming in and out through that new door. Is that gonna be a problem? I don't want to wreck your ability to relax.
Bit late to be asking that now, yeah? Still wouldn't have agreed to this if I thought it'd be a problem. It'll be different, absolutely. Used to living alone, but there's always my bedroom. Go in, close door, get some alone time. Well, sharing it with Grace, I mean, but she's quiet as a church mouse, so basically the same thing. Less worried about my own stress levels than Minx's, though.
Who's Minx? That's the cat. That's the cat. You could have inferred that.
Yeah. Minx, aww. Minx, up, up.
Sitting on her shoulders, gigantic eyes.
Mm.
And on cue, a furry blur leaps out of the shadows, landing neatly on Jinx's shoulder. With a smile, she scritches under the kitty's chin as it stares off into the distance.
Minx, my cat. Usually super chill even when I play metal albums, but a bit skittish all day with Jean's crew of movers coming in and out. So I'm trying to be sure to pet Minx plenty, keep her nice and calm. Want to give it a go.
Yes.
In what world do you not pet the cat? I guess if you're allergic to cats, or just don't like cats, or don't feel like it in that moment. I shouldn't generalize and shame. As a loyal citizen of the internet, I feel a burning need...
It's me.
Oh, sorry.
As a loyal citizen of the internet, I feel a burning need to pay tribute to the most memeable of animals, the cat. Her fur is silky to the touch, a matte black that shines ever so lightly when ruffled. Oh, so cute and fluffy. Although Minx barely responds to the petting, not even looking at me as I pet away dutifully. I glance aside, trying to see what the cat is staring at so intently. Why is your cat gazing directly through the fourth wall of your apartment?
And it just gets that way sometimes. They say cats can see dead people.
Wait, does that mean we're dead? That's
This
not,
whole time?
that's not cool.
I agree. Okay. Okay, cool.
One more. There we go.
What?
Huh.
Yeah, cats are weird, but that's part of home life. Yeah, quirky pets.
With a sigh, she glances around her largely empty apartment at
This
peace.
is nice, isn't it?
This is nice, isn't it?
It's nice to just coexist, you
Oh,
know?
you're speaking.
Without a crisis, without the pressure of team training, without emotional heavy lifting. No, you're all in on the Pro Tour, but we gotta take time to relax too. Read a book, play a different game, listen to music. I wanna share that with all my friends. All of it. Living together. Providing a cozy space where we can just be ourselves. Wasn't sure at first. No. Opening up my life to others with the quietly uncomfortable bits on display. Sketchy. Risky. But more I thought about it. Yeah. Break the solitude by letting my friends in. Makes a lot of sense. Might be challenging. Might hit speed bumps. But worth it. Absolutely worth it. Gotta risk it for the biscuit.
Is that a thing? Is that a thing people say?
Risk it for the biscuit? Yeah.
Never heard that before.
Oh. I wouldn't say it's the most interesting idiom. But people do say it.
I don't know what I'm risking for what biscuit. Jinx sets Binks down, the cat dashing away in a blur into the intricate kitty habit trail set up around her apartment.
Oh, I thought those were pipes.
Yeah, I was actually interpreting them as like steam pipes as well, which I now realize makes no goddamn sense. Well, they got one on me.
Almost done there.
What? Oh, the game. Her heartfelt speech distracted me from the subject. A glance at the screen confirms the installation progress bar filled to the top. 100%, 94 minutes remaining. Yeah, it's good. Still need to patch up the latest firmware, but it'll automatically do that over Wi-Fi after we put it together. Beep beep, Banui. May I make a suggestion? Huh? Curious, I pull out my phone to consult my virtual assistant. There's a fan-made patch for Fist of Discomfort 2, which can be hacked into the firmware update, which adds all sorts of functionality. Technically, it was made for cheating, but it unlocks all the characters right away, adds second monitor support to home units, and even includes all of Fist of Discomfort 1. Plus, using new code hooks, I can access it to track your statistics and analyze your techniques. Isn't that neat? A game mod? In my salami? That won't get us banned, will it?
Why is it in there? What is that piggy?
Game mods, apparently.
I guess.
We can't risk our personal FOD 2 machine being blacklisted. Well, it's technically against the Digital Millennium Copyright Act due to the need to decrypt the BIOS, but... Alright, more real-world stuff that detaches us from this being a fantasy world. As long as we don't use the cheat functions, it shouldn't be detected. I mean, unless you want to cheat.
Yeah, okay.
Well, game's ours to do with as we please. I say we install the patch. Why not? Generally, I stay within the rules. My wild days are long behind me. With the right to tinker and tweak with things you own, that should go without saying, no matter the DMCA. Okay, let's do this. Prepare for the ultimate FOD 2 experience. This is too risky. Let's not tinker with the firmware. We don't need any mods. I'm not sure. Can we install the mod but also remove the cheat functions?
I mean, both of these feel valid to me, but I think I like the first one better. I trust the team not to cheat.
I also trust the team. I don't understand what the cheat functions do for us in terms of like a training thing, because we're going to be playing on other hardware.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, let's do this. Prepare for the ultimate FOD 2 experience.
Sure.
Hell yeah! Hack the living hell out of the game, Iris. Let's make this ultimate FOD 2 game experience.
Do we get chaos points for this?
I hope so.
Yep.
You got it, Benui. Bigger, badder Beetleborgs will have the pinnacle of gaming perfection.
You know, we went all last stream without fucking.
Mm-hmm. Now I have a dry mouth and I'm chewing gum for it.
Yeah. Sweet. No sense having that giant monster of a game in our place if it's not cooler than the one downstairs.
With that handled, I shut down the PC and waved you on over. All sorted. You can finish assembling the game.
Super! That's the last step before we're ready to move everyone in. Should go track down Minx before everybody arrives. I don't want to risk that silly cat getting out while people are coming in and out of the door. Excuse. Probably supposed to pronounce that Scoozy.
Scootsy. Jinx wanders off to locate her cat in the maze of cat toys, while Jean finishes screwing panels to the side of the large game cabinet.
Thanks so much for your help, Benui. I've gotten pretty good at playing fixer-upper over the years, but electronics are beyond me. I adapted this entire apartment for Jinx, you know. Single-handedly carved a nice little home for her out of this place. Anything for my dear sister.
Your family owns this whole block, right? Urban real estate moguls?
Well, yes, but this particular building is all mine. Our parents really want nothing to do with it.
It has the gay.
It has the gay.
May I ask why? As your new tenant, I mean.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with the building. No, it's... well...
Called it.
Yup. It's more that they want nothing to do with us. Jinx and I are invisible branches of our family tree. Not that they'd say anything unkind, no. They never criticize us or talk about us behind our backs or have anything negative to say. Nothing to say at all.
They continue to twist the screwdriver, locking down a side panel on the game as they explain.
Honestly, our parents don't know what to do with us, how to react to what we are. I think they'd be happier if I decided I was a man or a woman no matter what I decided. The whole non-binary thing just confuses them, doesn't endear me to our community either. Fortunately, my business skills go a long way to forcing them to accept me. Hard to argue with success. And Jinx's disability, well, it's made the last 10 years very awkward for everyone.
Hey, they had someone else explain something about her disability for just a second. And it's someone who's close to her. Didn't go into too much detail. B+.
B+. Like Daniel Bryan. Were you watching at that point, or were you... that was before?
I think that was before I started getting back into it.
There was a lead up to WrestleMania 30. Yeah, so this would have been like before we were together.
Yeah.
There was a huge groundswell of like support for Daniel Bryan because he's amazing. And the bit was he's going to fight Triple H at WrestleMania because of course he is, because that's exactly the person Triple H is. And he went out and did like, I know a lot of you love Daniel Bryan, but I loved Doink the Clown. Like, some people are just B+ players.
Doink the Clown is an A+ S rank. The original Doink, anyway.
His finisher was called the Whoopee Cushion, where he jumped off the top rope and sat on it.
Yep. He made you into a whoopee cushion.
Yep.
They didn't play a loud fart sound out of the loudspeaker when he did it, sadly.
No, it would have been... They wouldn't have had the technology. Vince absolutely would have done it if they had. Did you see that period of time where it was all Instagram filters? Over, like, every fucking promo. It was wild.
Oh, no.
Yeah, anyway.
Did someone have the dog mouth?
I don't know. I saw bits and clips of it. I didn't see all of it go down because it was after we stopped watching.
I want to see Triple H with the dog mouth.
I also kind of want to see Triple H with the dog mouth. Our choices. But you support each other, so you still have a loving family no matter what.
Hey.
Why specifically are the last 10 years awkward for your family? If you don't want to talk about family stuff, that's okay. It sounds like it's been rough.
Wow, do we have actually, like, 3 decent choices?
Yes, I don't hate any of these. I think some of them are milquetoast, but I don't hate them.
I mean, they're all a little milquetoast.
Yeah.
I kind of want to pry.
Yeah.
Hang on. Why would Jinx's disability only be awkward for the last 10 years? You'd think this would be something they'd have to deal with since birth. Parents need to advocate for their kids, no matter what.
It's complicated, afraid. She didn't tell you. The thing is, Banui, Jinx feels that...
She's right behind me, isn't she?
Feels that she doesn't need her sibling talking behind her back. Right. Almost done here, sis. Almost done.
That was the reaction I expected all the way down. The sharp look Jinx tosses my way suggests I hit a real nerve there, even if I'm not entirely sure why.
So, we good? Can we have our housewarming party yet? I'd prefer to clean up a bit first, really make the place presentable. Been at this all day and night, never gonna be perfect, Sib, just roll with it. Then I guess we just roll with it. Okay, party time, woohoo!
Like one of those automobiles that you play on your video system.
I understand that's how I've made them sound, but I need to differentiate voices somehow and I'm running out.
It's okay. I'll message everyone. Let them know we're starting. Woohoo indeed.
Woohoo!
Woohoo!
Let's go.
Waha! I'm imitating Charles Martinet. He's giving me sharp glances from across the room.
Like, we have him here. We should really use him if we're gonna have him here. Like, we're paying retainer. And it's not cheap.
It's true. He's the voice of Super Mario.
He's the voice of Super Mario, and we're so glad that he gives us a discounted rate and, like, agrees to come here to fucking Oklahoma to do these bits, but, like, he deserves to be paid for his time.
I have a piece of dog hair in my mouth, and I hate it.
Oh, that sucks. You had gum in your mouth, too. Which means you had dog hair in your gum. That sounds like the worst thing.
It's not great.
Yeah. You know, Banui, you've really stuck to my side through this whole headquarters thing. Convinced me to open up to others, helped me see eye to eye on the concept, even came up here to help us put on the finishing touches. So, thanks for that. Much appreciated, yeah? No problem, Jinx. I do it for anyone else on the team, too. I'm really looking forward to spending more time with you, if you want that.
Alright, what do we pick? Friend or lover?
So this is on you. I've made no qualms with the fact that I think that most of this cast is hot, so...
Why not? Now that she's out of the initial phase, she's one of the most likable characters. It just took some false starts.
We needed to get there, I guess.
Happy to help, Jinx, and honestly, I'm looking forward to spending more time with you. I mean, assuming you're looking forward to that, too. I know I'm kind of squatting in your personal space, so feel free to tell me to fuck off anytime, but...
Don't panic, okay? That's cool. Glad you'll be around too. Really glad. If you ever want
Little
to talk
blush.
about anything, I'll be right next door. Literally. I mean, my door is right over there. You and me. Spending more time together. Yeah. Sounds killer. I'm absolutely up for more of this cozy feeling we found. But that's for later, yeah? For now, let's get this party rockin'.
Let's get this party rockin'.
Let's get the party in here.
This is it. The culmination of my efforts. No, of our efforts.
Our efforts, comrade.
Everyone had to pitch in. Jinx giving up her personal space. Grace willing to deal with her family situation. Everyone agreeing to uproot their steady, day-to-day lives in favor of making bigger, badder Beetleborg's headquarters a reality. With the last details handled, we gather outside one of the 2 front doors to our suite of apartments and are ushered in by Jian.
Thank you for your patience. I wanted to make sure everything was just right before the big unveiling. Without further ado, welcome to Bigger, Badder Beetleborg's headquarters. I should have pulled back, but I decided to double down, and it made it worse.
Mm-hmm.
Also known as my apartment, to be specific. One of the 2 connected apartments. We installed a door so you can pass back and forth without needing to go out into the main hallway. Both apartments have a cozy kitchen, spacious bathroom, and 2 bedrooms. According to the room assignments you requested, in this apartment, Jinx and Grace will share a room, while Benui will be by herself. An even number of bedrooms and an odd number of residents means Benui gets her own room. What luck?
I don't want to be the one with my own room.
And he says, yeah, this game was a journey for me in terms of the characters I thought I'd like. Really bombing hard. The more we got to know them, and then the one who's riding kind of tanked it out of the gate, getting a late surge to the top.
That's exactly how I'm feeling.
We also haven't spent like a lot of time with like Grace or
The other one.
yeah, we haven't spent a lot of time with Loxley.
Yeah.
I have opinions. In this apartment, you'll also find Grace's classic gaming library and Jinx's music library. Please consider playing your albums at a lower volume, dear sister.
I'm looking at this, and I think I want a necklace shaped like a mouse pointer.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
you could probably get that.
I'm sure I can.
I promise nothing. Moving on. Jesus.
That is a fist.
Yeah, it's almost the SmackDown fist.
Uh-huh.
It's real close to being the SmackDown fist.
Just tilt it over a
Just
little.
tilt it like another 12 degrees. The second apartment is where we've assembled your shiny new FOD2 game. Here you'll also find Rhapsody's streaming rig. Oh, Shoutcast. And a kitchen fully stocked with your favorite snacks. But please eat something other than pizza, bagels, and nachos. We installed a stove for a reason.
But when you have pizza on a bagel, you can eat pizza at any time.
Did you know that when all you have is pizza on a bagel, you have to have pizza every time? Zapper and Rhapsody will be sharing one of the bedrooms. Assuming I'm not out all night partying. I wonder if we'll even use the room. I'll be pulling a lot of all-nighters editing FOD2 strategy videos. And the other bedroom will be occupied by Domino and Loxley. Do we get bunk beds? Bunk beds are awesome, but I'll take the lower bunk heights make me nauseated.
Was a dead-on voice there too.
I'm not aiming for that so much. I'm just trying to stay in like the
general cadence.
Yeah, the general cadence, the mask range. Alas, they are but singletons. But regardless, I swear that we shall bond as roomies and as brothers, my good fellow.
All right.
Yeah, cool. So you play board games or
Like checkers.
like checkers?
I know how to play backgammon. I always wanted to learn backgammon.
I used to know how to play so many old people board games.
Mm.
It's none of it's with me anymore because I stopped playing them.
I never got the hang of backgammon specifically.
I also was never good at it, but I knew how to play it.
Mm.
What I was good at was cribbage.
Hell yeah.
That game sucks. That game's like the codified version of like Mao or Dam or whatever.
You ever play Romoli?
Is that a combination of Rummy and Tripoli?
No, surprisingly, it's a combination of rummy and poker, and I have no idea why they call it Romoli. I guess because Remoker sounds kind of racist somehow.
Remoker is it's got a bad mouthfeel. I don't know if I would call it necessarily sounding like that. But it does not roll off the tongue.
It makes me uncomfortable to say, is
Yeah.
the thing.
And that's everything. Rent is due on the 1st of the month, sharp. Fortunately, your sponsor is footing the bill. Any questions? Yeah, just one.
Aw, yeah.
Who's going to play the very first round of FOD2 and this sweet new cat?
Are you calling dibs?
Oh, heck no. I'm just checking if anybody else was calling dibs. And if not, I think I've got a cool idea.
Ooh. Zabra steps back and nudges both Jinx and Grace to step forward.
I say we have a battle for hygiene officer of Bigger Badder Beetleborg's headquarters. That means Jinx and Grace teaming up against Nui.
What?
Accepted. Great! Losing team has to clean out apartments for a week. There are stakes now. Oh, here. It's cool. We're gonna clean headquarters by wiping the floor with Bunny. With Banui, sorry. You and I got this, Grace.
Okay.
Okay then, we've got this. We'll win, I just know it.
Okay, then as my partner, I'll pick...
Oh no, you don't get to pick. We need to make this fun. You're gonna use online matchmaking and team up with a rando.
What?
Nice.
What's the matter, Banui? Don't think you can carry some scrub to victory? I'm willing to try. Let's see what happens. Good luck, have fun. Your team cat herder doesn't back down from a fight. Let's do this. Heck, what's a little one-sided beatdown between friends? It's hardly fair, but it could be good training. I'm in. You like one-sided beatdown?
Yeah.
I think that's probably pretty good, yeah.
I think we should also lose.
I also think we should lose.
A friendly curb stomping sounds like a party I want to go to. Let's do this.
Oh. That's
Not a great
That's not a
word to use
series.
there.
That's not a series of phrases you need to string together. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. We gather around the single-screen game, plugging in joysticks and keyboards and such. It's more cramped than the spacious two-screen deluxe version downstairs, but we manage. I let the matchmaker spin its wheels until eventually it settles on...
Your partner is named XX Smurfy Smurf 420XX, huh?
You get it? They're smurfing. And also smoking.
Yep.
What the... That's my random partner? It's gonna turn out... Hey!
Hey, Willow.
Thanks for 9 months of support. Good evening, my friends. Today's rough. How doing? What you doing?
We're sorry that the day has been rough.
Mhm. What the... That's my random partner? So it's gonna turn out that it's,
Dozer.
No, what? I forgot his name! Oh no! Hamza! It's gonna turn out it's Hamza and he's actually a pro.
It's a silly name, but so what?
No, I know that handle. That's not. Oh no. Not just some rando. That's Bulldozer's Smurf account.
Smurf account?
So you were right.
An alternate fake game handle you play under when you want to fight without anyone knowing who you really are.
That is not exactly what that means. It's an account handle you use that's registered at a lower skill level, so you can wipe the floor unfairly with people not as skilled.
Not personally left, widespread, just trying to stay near people tonight. Yeah, we feel that. We just had a whole conversation about that.
Mm-hmm. What the hell is Bulldozer doing playing on that old Smurf account? They're a big-time patois competitor now. A patois-petitor.
Well, I think it's sweet you're going to be playing with an old friend. Okay, here we go. Loser scrubs toilets for a week.
With chores on the line and my rival for some reason ending up having my back, I line up my fingers on the keys and get ready to fight. Fist of discomfort!
I had forgotten the, peach beige skirt and Kangol combo we gave Dozer.
Hell yeah.
It's really good.
Alright, skip minigame, lose the match. I'd patois.
Yeah. So P2W stands for Play to Win.
Yep.
Which is the esports team that our rival Bulldozer belongs to.
And of course, it's supposed to bring to mind pay to win.
Yeah, they're a bunch of real shitheads except Dozer.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, maybe Dozer's changing while they're over there with their teammates. We're a group of motley misfits just trying to make esports happen. Oh my gosh, we won! We really won! Good work, Grace. We make a damn good team. Indeed we do. I know I'm not as serious a competitor as you, but I have to admit I really felt a rush there coming out on top.
Yeah, you both fought hard. Huh. Guess my win streak's broken now, huh? You're better than Patois, L7, and now me. I'm happy for you, yeah? Happy. It's great to see.
Very happy. I'm so happy that you beat me and my best friend.
I'm still on a roll, still headed to the top. Oh yeah, and our main character is kind of a piece of shit.
Kind of a piece of shit, and also they're suffering the after effects of touching a haunted video game.
Yep. One loss doesn't change that, especially a low-stakes loss like this. It's fine.
I'm just glad I could enjoy a game with my friends. That's what I'm looking forward to most now that we're all together. Being able to share something we love more so than ever before. Brain. Okay, I'm excited. I'm into this. Let's keep going. Keep going. How about a battle between Apartment 109's roomies, Domino and Loxley, against Zapper and Rhapsody? Zapsody. Indeed, Domino, we ride to battle as one. Yeah, tally-ho and all that crap. You know, I'm always down. Rhapsody, you ready? You bet. I've got some new techniques I want to try out.
I think Domino is actually more like me than Zapper at this point.
Zapper had some really bad opinions.
Yep. With the team swarming around our new game, everyone eager to have a turn, I'll be playing long into the night, no doubt.
I'm supposed to be a motley misfit trying to make esports happen, but I'm up against an athletic director who very vocally doesn't want video games taking away my athletes. Ew.
Is this the new Karate Kid movie?
Yeah, that sucks.
Uh-huh. I've had my moment in the sun. Besides, there's something odd about that battle which I may want to look into.
I should call up Bulldozer and ask why they were playing with a fake account. Meh, I'm not interested in talking to Bulldozer. Let's just hang out with the team more. Okay.
I can't stop thinking about Bulldozer using their old Smurf account during that battle. It doesn't make sense that they do this. Something fishy is totally going on. Pulling out my phone, I tap past Iris and into my contacts to give Bulldozer a ring. One of us was Bulldozer?
I think it was me, but I'm trying to remember what voice I gave them.
I think it might have just been just a straight normal voice.
Hello? Oh, right, you're a piece of shit. Oh, hello, long time no see, Vanui.
Oh, we made him nice and we're still friends with.
Right, but they're like smarmy.
Ah.
I'm sorry I let us down. I wasn't good enough to lead you to victory this time. But that was some great teamwork overall. Who were we playing against? More randos?
Actually, they were my teammates. We're having a sort of celebration match for moving into our new team house.
Oh, sweet. I'm glad I got to be a part of that in some way.
Yeah, about that. What's up? Why are you playing on your old Smurf account?
Can a monarch not go among the peasants from time to time? This was the correct voice to choose. I just wanted to see what's up in the unprofessional league.
No one else would have caught it, but I did. The slight hesitation in their voice. Be honest with me, Bulldozer. It is strange for you to be doing this. You're big time with patois now. Didn't you sign a contract to only play using your official patois handle, your patoandle?
God, I hate that.
Don't you have to maintain that celebrity status at all times? So why put your career on the line for one little trip down memory lane?
Listen, I'm not trying to sound conceited, but I don't expect you to understand the pressures surrounding me right now.
You could tell me. I'm your friend, right?
She's just always watching me. I never get a break. Sometimes I need a break.
Who, Iris?
She says she wants to support my dreams, but that seems to translate into constant pressure. Pip's brim of hat, Patwandle. Yeah. It was the correct thing to say. And I had to say it also so that everyone could.
Mm-hmm.
Bulldozer is a big deal now. Banui wouldn't understand. I patted her head and now she's scrunching her face at me.
Right, next slide, sweetie.
It's all so hard right now. I wanted to go back to how it used to be. You know, when we used to have fun.
Nostalgia!
Back in the day, Shuffle Puck Cafe.
There's a small pause on the phone. I quickly move Minx to the side.
Very good. I was wondering how you were going to do that joke. Oh, boop, I gotta go.
And Bulldozer hangs up on me. I hope everything's okay. It's worrying that they just up and bounced. Putting my faith in them. If they need help, they'll talk to me about it. I let the thoughts fade as I focus on something equally important. The friends I made along the way. I rejoin them in celebration.
Maybe the real fist of discomfort.
With that matter settled, I return to the housewarming party already in progress. And the house is warm indeed. Warm feelings and good tidings all around, and it's a bit stuffy because there's like 8 people in this room.
Also, so many computer equipments.
And sodas.
Sodas. Yes.
When my sponsor suggested this idea of building a team house, it felt to me like the next logical step in going from amateur to pro.
Sorry.
Get a team together, get sponsored, get a house, fight in tournaments, qualify for the Pro Tour, win the Pro Tour, hoist the trophy, and then immortality. Here, she'd have a trophy.
And straight on to Moscow.
And straight on till morning.
Small fire in the northwest corner? I'm trying to... Well, I was saying that there is a fire. We should put that out.
I think you're
probably
right.
With some of the soda.
Yeah, those look like expensive tabletop gaming books.
Yeah. Or actually, we have as much Crimson Eagle as we can carry.
That's true.
We can just use that to put out the fire.
It's great for putting out fires.
It's great for putting out fires. You shouldn't drink it.
We can do the iCarly thing where they say things that sound nice but are obviously terrible. I never watched iCarly, not a single episode, but I have watched the Quentin Reviews videos about it like 80 times. Every step along the path being a hard granite slab you smash down into the ground to pave the way to victory.
Wah wah wahoo.
But there's more to this new home than just a stepping stone. Just like how that fight was about way more than who won or lost. It's about us. Something all of us can share. Together! Win or lose, champion or failure, we've built something today. That was a weird way to enunciate that.
It sounds like you were doing a valedictorian speech.
Mm-hmm. Let's try this again. Win or lose, champion or failure, we've built something today. And I hope it lasts a long, long time. The best days are ahead of us. So clearly not the valedictorian whose best days are behind.
No, I'm not going to tell that story.
Okay. 3 days later.
I hate all of these people and I want them dead.
Okay, who replaced the desktop wallpaper on my computer with a photo montage of scary clowns? It's not funny.
And it's a little funny. That's what clowns are for.
It is a little funny.
What happened to my lucky socks? They were right here. I need them.
Yep, everything's imploding.
Someone left the door open, and now Minx is lost in the building. And that someone better find her, or that someone is gonna get an ass whooping.
Loxley, I swear to R and Jesus, if you don't stop humming that song under your breath, I'm gonna tear out your throat and feed it to you.
Is he humming the Batman song?
And you know, in his brain, it's like da 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 Loxley, da 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 Loxley.
The best days are ahead of us, honest. Chapter over? Yep. Level complete. You've cleared level 3 of Arcade Spirits, the new challengers. Victory! Let's take a look at your scores. You're in Jinx's passenger seat, it seems. Yeah, she's risen up above even Rhapsody now.
Well, we have spent a lot of time with Jinx.
Mm-hmm. Just barely higher than Rhapsody, though.
And Rhapsody and Zap are in, like, neck and neck.
Oh, yeah.
Also, we're funny.
Mm-hmm.
And logical.
Yep.
And heartfelt.
Hey, that just describes me in real life. At least I think I'm funny.
Funny, logical. You're definitely funny. Definitely funny.
Clearly, you're the life of the party, you goofy goof. Also, you've scored 21,300 points. Sweet. Good job. Would you like to change your personal metadata at this time? Name, pronoun, and so on?
I keep watching, so maybe kind of funny. Yeah. I want to change my metadata. Are good to go. You happy with that too, still?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Let's go. Actually, it's 9:45. You want to hit the break?
I was about to ask that, and I was also about to ask if you could do the call to action for me, so I can
absolutely
take a quick run.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, so remember that there is still a civil rights movement happening around the country and the wider world. Black Americans, people of color, are fighting for things that shouldn't ever have to be fought for. Equal rights, equal treatment under the law, and not be attacked, terrorized, and even murdered by the police. There are ways that you can help. These include the Bail Fund Network to help keep protesters out of jail, the Okra Project and the Black Trans Travel Fund to help black, trans, and non-binary people who are the most vulnerable population over here with food, supplies, and travel out of dangerous situations, and the Black Hills Legal Fund, the Lakota People's Fund to take back their land, the Six Grandfathers, was stolen by white people, arbitrarily renamed to Mount Rushmore, and then had some white slave owners' faces carved into the side of it. Under the second command are more ways you can help. These are all current campaigns. These are things that you can and should check out right now. So please give some of these links a click. These are kept up to date by my wife, September. It is the Eternal September in chat. Please let her know if there's anything else that needs to go here. Black Lives Matter. The lives of people of color matter. Indigenous lives and lands matter. Asian Pacific Islander lives matter. These are things we got to keep saying and pushing and fighting for the people all the way up to the very top not only understand and acknowledge them, but work to make them real protected truths. All right, we're going to be back, or we're going to go to a break. Going to be gone just a couple of minutes. Going to run some ads. We have no stance on ad blockers. And yeah, get yourself a drink or something and come on back. See you soon.
Hey, we're back.
Yo.
Our level is complete.
Yeah. Let's continue. You want to save your game before proceeding to level 4? Yes. Yes, I do.
Level 4. Maximum impact.
Wow!
Like DJ.
Tiger!
Oh, right, Fight Shack.
With Punchy 78.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Punchy.
So was he born in 1978? He looks really good for being in his 60s.
Yeah, right?
The Pro Tour is heating up, with contenders eager to scoop up precious qualification points to claim a
Dressed like he was born in 1978.
That's true.
With the next major event on the horizon being the lucrative Crimson Tiger Invitational at this year's Max, all the power players are getting ready for a fight.
It's Maximum Overdrive, invitational tournament at Max East. The best of the best. Pro Tour points on offer. Also, Max is super fun. Take showers.
Always take that shower every day.
God, I went to PAX one year, and I did that thing because we had like a hotel room, and it was like easy to do. It was a miasma of humanity. This is not like...
This is one of the reasons I can't go to cons, because I just have a migraine the whole time.
Yeah, exactly.
This could be the
That's the least of my worries, but it's still completely...
really reach for
and I'm still completely... that reason completely makes me... Forgot the word.
Avoidant.
No, like... I can't.
Right.
It makes me excluded. There we go.
But
I think I said disincluded earlier.
Nothing compared to the big stage at Max. Can they see this through? Like, share, subscribe, smash the bell, rate Fight Shack 5 stars, tell your friends, tell your enemies. This is getting intense.
Yeah, all that rating 5 stars. Very intense.
Very intense. Miasma is the best way to describe Confunk.
I think it's Crystal Chronicles where the mist is specifically referred to as miasma.
That's certainly where I learned the word.
In every other Final Fantasy world, it's referred to as mist. But not in Crystal Chronicles. There it's miasma, and also Stiltskin can move freely between there and Gaia.
Sure.
See you later, Willow. Thanks for coming.
All right. Have a good night. I hope that you sleep well.
It is the distant future year of 20 boop-de-boop, and I am on a roll. I've won every major challenge put before me, overcome every setback, and today, I'm gonna utterly destroy the next obstacle in my path. And now, I'm at the Crimson Tiger Invitational. If we win this, we curry favor with our sponsor and rack up some very critical Pro Tour points, or PTP.
Yes.
It's time to be serious. And while most of the time I can keep that vibe rolling, today, well, I'm pretty far outside my comfort zone. which is going to make matters difficult. Specifically, I'm 2,408 miles away from my comfort zone. Instead of my comfy and chaotic East Coast city homestead, I've flown out to the West Coast to a rainy gem of the Pacific Northwest, Max Prime. I mean, it looks pretty similar. It even has the same ads. What's a Max Prime, you ask? Because I had to ask myself, looking like a total newbie in the process. In a word, crowded. So I guess it's the Many Arcades Expo?
Mega Arcade Expo, I think they said, because Max is where we went to in Arcade Spirits 1.
Ah, right.
To shill for Flaming Go, the relaunch of the arcade that we were business managers for. Not business managers, we were event managers? Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like it could be enjoyable. I feel like I'd enjoy hanging out in the hotel room and getting free breakfast more, yep.
I had a good time at the con I went to, but I didn't have a lot of...
I did when I was younger.
Yeah. Like I said, I went to PAX once. It wasn't the best experience because it was the one year that PAX wasn't on Labor Day. And I had gotten tickets and booked a hotel room for Labor Day months previously.
And then I remember it was like fairly last minute.
It was like
they changed it.
It was a few weeks out, like it was more than a month, but it was
so last minute though when you're talking about booking.
Yeah, exactly.
Ugh. There was a big fuck about that.
Yes.
Hey, it's Queen Bee.
Really fun. Hey, 5-time champion Queen Bee of the 4 Heavenly Kings.
Hell yeah. And also, it's yummy. Only $9 for a single hot dog.
$9 one hot dog. It probably comes with a drink.
Max is what you get when 70,000 people descend upon a building the size of an airport. All of them here to hawk retro gaming wares, play new arcade games, and enter tournaments. Also, winners don't do drugs.
Winners don't do drugs. The Biofeedback Pro Mark 7. As fast as the speed of thought. Can we take a second to look at the rest of this stuff? So...
The Twa, simply the best.
Could you right-click to... Thank you. So, back there we have Nintempura. Nintempura Mega in the Sega font. The...
Methusela over here.
Oh, damn. And then the Max logo. And then, like, I suppose that's supposed to be an early copy of Farewell Wild Hearts.
And then over here we have some crowns. This side's it feels like this side is a lot of stuff going on and this side isn't.
Well, you can see everyone's lined up, so I don't know, the crowns is probably... No, because if it was 4 Heavenly Kings, their design would probably have 4 dots at the top instead of 5.
Yeah.
But they're obviously, like, lining up for something.
But wait, isn't Queen Bee the 5th 4 Kings?
No, she was the 4th, unless they've added a new 4 King. Also, hi, Alma.
Hey, how you doing? But yeah, it's like there's a lot to see here, but it's all crowded off to the side.
Yeah.
So it's an interesting picture, but it's not a well laid out.
I also really want to see what that QR code goes to, because the last time we saw a QR code...
It did go to the website.
It went to a website for 3D modeling.
Oh, right.
And I'm curious to see what the fuck this is going to do.
Maybe it was like a Kickstarter thing. We'll put your QR code in.
Come on. You can do it.
Get it, the color is too light for it to figure out.
Yeah, I think that might be the case.
I'll try it with my phone's ridiculous camera.
Okay. My phone does not have a ridiculous camera, which is unfortunate because I take a lot more selfies than you.
See, my phone has one of those triple cameras on the back.
Oh, yeah.
So...
Duel of the Iron Fist?
Yes.
Duel of the Iron Fists.
Alright, lens dot. Let's see. Poly count dot, same place.
Same place, yeah.
Yeah. I'm guessing it was a Kickstarter thing. I've used polycount before. Is the weird thing.
Oh, neat.
Not on my current projects, but
Are they good?
oh yeah, there's a big community around them. Just getting people in all that, that 3D modeling and posing and stuff.
My phone has a fantastic camera, no QR reader in the app. Shame.
Oof. Mine has the Google Dot thing. Where the fuck is my fucking Twitch? God damn it. I hate Android now. You remember when Android was like the good alternative?
Yeah, because it wasn't a walled garden.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Now it's becoming more and more a walled garden, and also stuff is becoming more and more obtuse.
Yeah.
Because they expect people to be able to figure out these things, even though they keep changing them. Ugh. Okay. So not only am I fighting off jet lag from my first coast-to-coast trip, dealing with a neck ache from some kid kicking the back of my seat, and generally craving death, I'm also elbow to elbow with unwashed gamers, eager to hustle for rare finds, valuable wares, and championship glory. Honk!
Pac-Coon 1024.
Wonderful. That would be the quadruple sequel to Pac-Man 256, I guess.
And then Belize, which is just Monaco.
Uh-huh. And this is Untitled Goose Game.
Oh, yeah.
But it's Untitled Canada Goose Game. The expo hall alone is like an aircraft hangar, packed with vendor booths and playable prototype games. All the major companies and arcade chains have a presence here. Even console gamers are represented with the big three of Sega, Mega, Nintendo, Nintempurado, and Atari. I forget what they called Atari.
Yeah, but they had another name.
Yeah, having booths. But the Palace, the world's biggest arcade franchise. See, the Palace, they're still using the in-universe name for, but not the other three?
Yeah.
Brand names, that's kind of weird. The world's biggest arcade franchise easily drowns them out. Hence the 5-4 Kings. All the flashing lights and noisy crowds are threatening to drown me out, too. So, yeah, in a little over my head, considering I was a PC gamer shut-in until recently. But my teammates are eating this up with a spoon!
We deserve a break.
Eating pudding with a spoon!
Going to cons. Getting unhealthy. Finally, a Left Coast Max. I've been to the Right Coast Max event plenty of times. Now I can compare the two. If you need me, I'll be, probably everywhere.
Comparing things.
Comparing and contrasting.
Making charts.
Wow, so many people who love video games under one roof. I can't... Oh, God, my eye.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a thing in my eye real quick.
Okay.
Just an eyelash fell off, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Ah. Fine.
Okay.
Completely fine.
Mm.
I just took my, eyeliner off, and I think I got a little bit of on there.
Yeah.
Wow, so many people who love video games under one roof.
What could possibly go wrong?
What could possibly go wrong? I can't wait to say hello to all the indie devs and see what they've been making. This is just the best. First stop has to be the retro game dealers, though. Maybe I can find a few more rare finds for my collection. 50-hour Japanese RPGs, here I come.
50 hours? That's a bit on the short side these days.
For retro games?
I said these days.
Oh, yeah. Okay, this is a bit much, isn't it? It's a pity Jinx couldn't come with us. I'd love to grouse about the gaudiness with her. Meantime, I think I'll also engage in retail therapy. I'll see you later.
I'm going to buy these Game Boy cartridges in the glass case at the back of this GameStop.
I really need a copy of Donkey Kong 64. I'm sorry, Donkey Kong 94. Donkey Kong 64 is a different game.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one Rare didn't want to talk about.
leaving me with the two most social individuals in our entire group, sticking by my side for the time being.
Marvelous.
I would have thought that Zapper would have been the most social in the group.
It loops around the other way, where she's like the most social, which means you can't actually pin her down for 14 seconds.
So stack overflow error.
Yeah, stack overflow error. Zap overflow error. Such an intense atmosphere. I'd had many a song sung to the wonders to be found at Max, but I'll admit little has prepared me for the reality.
Honk may also be joust. Good eye.
But I shall remain steadfast in the face of this madness, rest assured.
I vibe with it.
Behold the wonders of Max. Glorious and terrifying all at once. This is the second biggest Max I've ever seen. The first being Max East, of course.
That's the second biggest monkey I've ever seen.
Alright. Luckily, I won't have to fight the crowds too much. Since I'm casting the matches for the Invitational, I've got a special VIP badge. I can come and go when I please. If you want to see Max in all its magnificence without a sea of bodies, I can let you borrow it after show floor hours are over.
Is this about time to mention I haven't been in a room with more than 10 people in it since high school grad? I mean, look at this. Where do we even start with this? Is there a map? Do I need a guide and survival gear? Should I swear to offer my tasty flesh as nourishment if we get stranded?
I disagree, my friend.
Oh, come now. It's not quite all that. But honestly, a guide isn't a bad idea. Loxley and I can be your Max guides.
To the max!
If you need anything, we're only a text away. Assuming you can get any service, of course. 70k people all battling to connect to the Wi-Fi is a tournament all its own. Rhapsody's right. We'll be by your side as needs be.
Tally-ho!
Besides, your focus today is the Crimson Tiger Invitational, yes? But all this aside, keep your goals in sight. No need to engage with the teeming masses if you're really only interested in competitive play. Do what makes you happy.
Sounds good to me.
Agreed, do what you want to do. And if you're getting overwhelmed, it's okay to take a break and clear your head. Remember, there is an outside. It does exist. And Max has, like, AFK rooms to just, like, sit in and be quiet for a little while. Which is one of the best inventions. Hard stop. One last piece of advice from your guide. Don't forget to have some fun while you're here. There's so much more to do than the tournament.
Right. Tournament. Focus on the tournament.
I feel like you did not listen to me.
Okay. I'm ready. I'm ready to do this.
I also feel like you didn't listen to them.
This is my time. This is my hour. My opportunity.
I can do this.
I can talk to orange juice.
Thank you.
It's just another tournament. A very, very critical one that will earn us favor with Crimson Tiger and a ton of Pro Tour qualification points, but just another tournament. I take a breath to calm my nerves and turn to face the combat arena. It's a huge stage. Stooge Hage. Decorated up for the big showdowns between the professional teams. All invited by Crimson Tiger. Its aura flows into the surrounding booths and right up to my toes. It's a toe aura.
Aura. Nope, that's a different thing. That's a different thing.
Soon I'll be taking on challengers there, so why not get the lay of the land? It's good to know what I'm getting myself into. Using various hand motions and signals, I let Rhapsody and Loxley know I'm gonna wander toward the stage to check it out. They nod in approval and I try not to get lost in the jaunt over to the stage. I approach the impressive stage. How many times are we gonna say stage? And... Wait, why is there a press gathering by the stage seating area? The actual tournament doesn't start for another hour. Which is why Crimson Tiger is proud to announce a brand new sponsorship of Team Poutois. What? We're happy to work with Victoria Proud, whom you may know better as Valkyrie, two-time EVO TM champion and coach for Team Play to Win. Crimson Tiger certainly knows how to play to win, and we're thrilled to support the dreams of Poutois as they rise in the Pro Tour ranks. Camera flashes go off as the press snaps photos of the newly minted business partners, and then one of them asks the question that's been burning in my mind. What about your previous sponsorship of Bigger, Badder Beetleborgs? Unfortunately, we've parted ways with Bigger, Badder Beetleborgs. Their spot in the Crimson Tiger Invitational will be given to Team Patois. And of course, there's some small print in the contract that lets them do this.
Yeah. You know, they're incorporated in a right-to-work state.
Mm-hmm. And they hired us as contractors.
Yeah, so, you know.
We wish their little team the best of luck in the future and see nothing but success in store for them. Now, as we look to the future, we look to Team Patois. We hope you enjoy seeing them dominate at the Crimson Tiger Invitation. I mean, obviously we win this.
I mean...
As the crowd of journalists disperses, I march right on up to confront my former sponsor.
I like this perseveres very much.
Mm-hmm. Beep beep, this is an intense identity situation. You can only pick a response that matches your top 2 personality traits.
And that's a shame because one of them's goofy.
Uh-huh.
You can't just drop Bigger, Badder Beetleborgs. We have a contract with you. Doesn't P2W already have like dozens of sponsors? What a waste of moolah. What? We are not allowed to choose. What gives? You sign me up and then stab me in the back in favor of P2W or Patois?
It's one of those few Sonic the Hedgehog moments I want and we can't do it.
I'm disappointed to say the least. Is there any way we can compromise?
Shut the fuck up.
Listen, I don't back Sonic in a lot of things he says.
Mm-hmm.
But he's correct emotionally. You need to fuck off.
You're right, we should slash Crimson Tires.
We should slash their Crimson Tires.
Excuse me, but we had a contract with Crimson Tiger. You can't just dump us without 2 weeks' notice or something like that, right? Actually, there's an exception clause if we feel you aren't representing our brand well. I'm wearing your terrible shirt. We have done everything you asked of us. Yes, but you haven't grown. That's because this is literally our first pro match. Haven't signed new players, won us any money, or anything indicating you're big enough to justify the investment. But on the plus side, we've already paid for your trip to Max. Enjoy the hotel room and the convention at your leisure. Plenty of fun to be had even when you can't be in the tournament, right?
May I elbow this person in the sternum?
Well, that might break my monitor.
Oh.
That's
right.
the only reason, though.
Okay.
If you'll excuse me, I've got other business to attend to. Okay, so now we have to find out who's actually running the tournament and get them to give us a spot.
It's
to charm them into them.
It's the Crimson Tiger Invitation.
Yeah, but that's just because they're the sponsor of the tournament. They aren't the ones actually setting up. They don't know what the fuck they're
I'm
doing.
going to be very disappointed if that's the play, if that's the line, and we go see. How do I do this? Tabe and Geico, right? And like make
original characters,
Tabe and Geico, and like make a heartfelt plea to them. Like, I know you are so bald, but please, you can't be bald in your heart. Let us play this game.
Despite my former sponsor slinking off, the one who really backstabbed me stands her ground.
No, your sponsor backstabbed you. They're taking advantage of it. Your sponsor fucked you.
We lock eyes and she takes a step towards me.
Brett screwed Brett. And he can look himself in the mirror every day and realize that.
Victoria Proud, back-to-back EVO champion, known as Valkyrie, owner of Team Patois. The most powerful woman in the industry, is almost gentle in her expression. Could that be sympathy?
Defeat is never easy, I know. But in reality, this is me doing you a favor. I know it's hard to see right now, but that's the truth of it.
What are you, Lucy Van Pelt?
Just keeps taking the football away.
Excuse me?
You're way in over your head, and you don't even realize it. I've been grinding the pro game.
Turns out it's actually an underground crime drug syndicate.
Oh.
They're moving crime drugs, and we don't know what we're getting into.
Damn. I don't know what I'm getting into. I don't even know what that means.
I've been here, building the scene, while you were busy tinkering with building blocks in preschool.
How old are you?
Immortal.
And that's not a dig at you. I'm trying to point out that I've been in your situation before.
This is the type of person I would actually be tempted to punch while talking to.
Nobody was there picking me up when I fell.
That's right, she got here on her own with no help from anyone.
Nope.
Bootstrapped.
Bootstraps.
Ready for this. Are your players signed with actual contracts? Do you even have an accountant or a lawyer?
Yes, all of that. I have an iris. She waves her phone in my direction where the neon wireframe of a familiar virtual girl waves back.
Yeah, I've got one of those too. She's handy, but an app is no substitute for having a full support staff. You're playing at being something you're not.
Hey, our iris is Chaos Iris. Can we get her to, like, murder her?
Can we get her to flame slash her?
Can we get her to Tiger?
Tiger.
You should stick to having fun with your friends and let this fantasy of yours go. There's no shame in being a casual.
Oh, she's a 4chaner. How cute.
Emotionally, why are you like this? You say that, but I strongly doubt you have my best intentions at heart. I'd say you're making a strategic move to head off a rival and justifying it afterwards. You think this'll stop me? I'll be back and ready to topple your empire. Well, gosh, thanks, Mom. Am I also grounded without dessert, too?
I've got my vote in for logical.
Oh. I definitely wanted gutsy or comically. We can take rival.
Okay. I have doubt as to the kindness of your gesture, Valkyrie. In fact, I'd say it was a fine strategic move for destroying a rival before they can grow stronger. It's entirely too convenient that your generous offer of wisdom is paired with leveraging your own wealth and fame to destroy someone who may one day beat you.
You beat me?
Oh, got her mad, getting under her skin.
I can count. I've built the most powerful team in the world. You're far from ready to do that. If you lost your funding, that's your fault. If I hadn't done it, someone else would have.
Hey, here's all the justifications.
Learn the lesson and move on.
And she walks away as I'm no longer even the tiniest of concerns to her. No, you missed the point of the conversation we just had.
Yeah.
You got under her skin. That she shook. Just another try hard for her to dismiss.
Iris, what's my schedule like for the next hour?
All clear, ma'am.
Good. Find me somewhere pleasant to have a spot of lunch before the first round begins.
Leaving me with all of Max before me and no actual reason for me to be here anymore. With the impromptu press conference of doom over, I listlessly wander back towards my friends. Once we join up again, I quickly reiterate what went down.
That's rough. It's not like we needed another reason to dislike Patois. They're really hitting us where it hurts. But on the bright side, we don't have to wear Crimson Tiger's terrible outfits anymore.
Not sure the bright side is all that bright, Rhapsody. Once we get home, we still have rent to pay and team salaries. If we can't pay, we'll lose the apartment. Some of us will have to find new jobs. No, we're in too deep. We need a new sponsor to keep the ball rolling. No way around it.
Where can we find a last-minute sponsor?
You're in a giant convention. Wad up a ball of paper and throw it. You will hit a sponsor. I don't know. I do know something, or someone rather, I can turn to. I pull out my phone. Iris, what do you got for me? I've already started searching. It could take a few days, though. Right now, the news feeds are choked with news of Patois signing the Crimson Tiger. We may need to wait for that story to cool off to find someone interested in us. We're literally yesterday's news at this point. I'm not sitting around waiting. I'm the coach, the responsible cat herder. We've decided we really love that phrase. I gotta get on top of this as soon as I can. I should probably head back to the hotel to do some serious research. Not like there's any reason for me to stick around here anymore.
Indeed, you could do that.
Or I could pull out my bow and arrow and destroy them by shooting them through the heart!
You have failed this convention. Or you could take a break from being a manager and let your friends help you out instead. Rhapsody and I can solve this problem.
What? No, it's okay. This is my job. You don't... Wait, since when are you so concerned with what is your job?
Since something unexpected happened and she went into, like, fix-a-thing mode. I insist. I'm your sword arm, yes? My liege must rest and recuperate while I tirelessly fight this battle. Besides, I have hidden talents which may apply.
Are you gonna fuck someone? Loxy, are you gonna sleep with someone to get us a contract? Go for it.
And if I do...
Go for it.
Cool. It's spring and the car people are going around with their cars a lot more.
In very residential neighborhoods.
Yeah, it's a real shame. Making contacts, networking, wheeling and dealing, sleeping with the right people. I've experience in such matters. Chatting up possible new sponsors for us will be child's play.
Yeah.
Loxley's right. I might have a few leads myself. It helps to know the right people, and I can track them down in between casting matches. Leave this to us, Benue. You and the rest of bigger, badder Beetleborgs go have fun. You've done plenty for us already. Let us return the favor.
When I first arrived at Good Clean Fun, I lamented having all these chores and duties. But now, handing them off feels weird. Feels like I'm admitting defeat, like I failed. But if someone else is offering to pick up the burden, maybe I should take them up on that. There's no shame in that, right? Yeah, this character is really not cut out to be a manager. Like, worryingly so. I guess it could work, but are you... Whoops. I guess it could work, but are you sure? I don't mind, really. It's my job to figure stuff like this out.
Honestly, between my allies and Rhapsody's industry connections, we're likely better positioned to do this than you are. Weren't you a complete shut-in before you met us?
I wasn't a complete shut-in. I went down to the corner store to buy more nachos sometimes.
Pinnacle of diplomatic prowess, that.
Shall we?
Besides, if we should fail, nothing is lost, yes? You and your Iris simply resume your efforts after this weekend's festivities. You've earned a break. If you overwork yourself, you'll burn out. We've all seen you putting in the overtime getting everything together for us. So let Loxley and me take a shot at this, okay?
They're not wrong. I haven't slept well this last month as we moved from practice session to practice session, online tournament to online tournament. And the times I woke up in the middle of the night in a cold sweat with the images of pixelated smileys burning in my brain, well, those didn't help either. Okay, I put it in your hands.
Excellent.
You may rely on us. Meanwhile, we're at Max, the nexus of fun and games, the perfect opportunity to immerse yourself further in arcade culture, yes?
Do you think Maxis has a booth at Max?
Oh. Maxis doesn't do anything but put out overpriced Sims DLC now, right?
Pretty much.
Okay.
Nice.
Now's the time to go out there and experience your first Max. We've got this.
Aimless and directionless. Me, a FOD2 junkie, and PC gamer versus a thundering herd of arcade fanatics. This is not a matchup I can counter. I should definitely seek out my friends. I don't mind playing second fiddle to whatever fun they're having. I want to look for first. Fortunately, Iris has a map of the convention center loaded up and ready, complete with handy icons representing each of them. Ah, Deus Ex Machina.
No, but like literally.
Mm-hmm. Jinx? Oh, okay. I thought they were saying Jinx was in the parking lot, and I got confused.
Oh no, Jinx is at home.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, we could talk.
We could talk to Punchy 78.
we can get our story out there.
I actually think that's a great idea.
Me too. That feels like the first thing we should be doing.
You're right. So let's have a chat with Punchy 78, who I don't feel good about the fact that I'm going to have to voice Punchy 78, but we'll get there.
Hey, Punchy!
Hey.
Thinking about it, this is exactly the place I need to be if I'm gonna let the world know our side of the story, isn't it? Max is where the entire arcade industry gathers. Developers, publishers, developers, 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 developers. Okay, that's enough Microsoft.
Yeah. Steve Ballmer.
I was trying to think of what the event was called.
Oh, okay.
Developers, publishers, esports stars, and reporters and YouTubers. Sure enough, a familiar face is busy talking all about the event, while a friend of his with an old VHS camcorder. That explains the terrible VHS filter.
I was wondering about that. I guess it's a throwback thing.
Mm-hmm. That means that they're real. That makes them real. Gets every last word on tape.
And with the Atari XLX starting to fade, will the Nintendo PlayStation 4 Pro take the crown for the console of choice with the retro set?
Ooh. So that's another place where the two realities split.
Yeah.
They actually got a Nintendo PlayStation.
And the Atari is still making hardware.
Did you hear that? Like about a year ago, that they actually found a fucking
Nintendo
PlayStation.
The prototype? Yeah.
It's fucking wild.
It is wild. I could have had a disk drive too, you know.
It all comes down to upscalers and CRT support. The XLX is the long-reigning king of both HDMI upscale and 240p output for old television sets.
Okay.
But Nintendo holds the keys to the kingdom for many retro franchises. And even if
they literally have fake in-universe logos, and then they use the real-world names.
Hey,
so fucking weird.
I'm also baffled by that decision.
We'll have more on the upcoming NPS4 Pro in... hang on.
Confused, he turns away from the camera lens to face me. Crap, was I in shot? I was gonna wait until he finished. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to photobomb you and interrupt. I can come back later. We're really bad at this.
Yeah. No, stay put, please. You're Banui, right? Owner of Bigger, Badder Beetleborgs?
Technically, we collectively own Bigger, Badder Beetleborgs. I'm just their cat herder. We're just gonna keep saying it.
We're just gonna keep saying it.
I guess that's our official title.
See, that's the kind of detail we need. Do you have time for a quick interview?
Kinda why I came over here, actually.
Great, Pete, load of fresh tape. The good stuff. I want to get this at high quality.
Wait, did they just imply that his cameraman was Peter Parker?
Did they?
I mean, his name's Pete. Close enough.
Many people are named Pete.
No, I'm pretty sure just Spider-Man.
Just Spider-Man's named Pete. Okay, so like Peg-Leg Pete
is actually Spider-Man.
Is actually Spider-Man.
Yep.
Wow, that's the most ambitious crossover I've ever heard of.
Well, they're both Disney now.
Oh, you're right. So it's not even a crossover. God, the future sucks.
That's why that newspaper mogul's always saying, "Get me pictures of Pete."
Give me Pete's pics.
With a shrug, the man just out of shot loads another VHS cassette and starts. Okay, that was a cute joke. And starts rolling.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Punchy78 here with Fight Shack News. All the fighting that's fit to post.
I just want to point out that both Punchy and we are so powerful that VHS cannot distort us.
Nope, we are unshakable. Like,
also, this is an awful looking VHS filter.
Yeah.
It's really bad.
Hot off the heels of the bombshell drop this morning, I've got Vanui of Bigger, Badder Beetleborgs, formerly sponsored by Crimson Tiger. Welcome to the show.
Happy to be here, Punchy.
So tell us more about Bigger, Badder Beetleborgs. You've made my job very hard by making me have to say it like that every single time, like 6 times an episode. There's still a few people living under rocks or something who haven't heard of you.
Hey, I like the Ozarks.
Yeah,
you have a lot of rocks in them, but I don't think people.
Yeah, they're mountains, but like, it's just why are you?
That's just a weird call out.
It's just dumping on small reason. Okay.
You know, up in the mountains, we did have like infrastructure.
Yeah.
Unlike here in the middle of Oklahoma.
Yeah. We technically have infrastructure.
That's true.
You can point at the things and say, look, this is a street. And no one will say it's not a street.
But it is kind of stretching the definition.
It doesn't actually, like, fit a good amount of the definitions.
Oh, yeah. So I know we talked about this when they first started doing the repaving of all the roads after Oklahoma was shown to have the worst roads in the nation. And that was like, what, 2 years ago?
Yeah, something like.
And they're already back to being worse than before.
They're so bad. The potholes are murderous.
They decided that it would be a great idea to do a lowest bid job for repaving the worst streets in the nation. And they literally just spent money to make them worse.
Yeah.
The abandoned mining machinery counts as infrastructure. You're right.
It does. Someone I know is doing a VHS filter for a software project, and I'm appreciating it. I appreciate how she's looking to actually run it over tape.
That's a good idea.
Nice. What drives you? What makes you tick?
Mostly the muscle spasm in my back.
We're just 7 friends who love FOD2 and want to see how far that takes us. We may have started small, but we've got the skills to build something grand. We have fun, you know? We kick ass, fight hard, party harder, and have a ball. We're champions, pure and simple. Reality is slowly catching up to that fact.
None of them are terrible, but none of them are great either.
Yeah, I think this is more like, what do we want to... How do we wish to portray ourselves?
Mm-hmm. Which ones do you think?
I think Gutsy fits with like the actual character as we've been given it.
Mm-hmm.
I like emotionally too.
Mm-hmm.
I don't hate any of these.
Let's go with emotionally.
Okay.
We're 7 friends who love to play Fist of Discomfort. Starting out, that's all we really had, a mutual love of the game. That got us thinking, like, how far can we take our passion? Could we really do it? Could we really talk to orange juice? But above all, friends, we're not aiming to be a typical esports team, hiring and firing talent to build our power. You don't fire a friend. As for me, I'm the one that keeps us together. The coach, the manager, the cat herder. But it's our team, not my team.
You had the opportunity to not say it.
I sure did.
You had all the opportunity to not say it again.
I had to stay in character when the game wouldn't.
You're correct. You're right, and I'm sorry for questioning.
But it's our team, not my team, and I'm proud to support them all.
Nice. It's great to see more people who wear their hearts on the sleeves in this industry.
Also, I'm
going to say that real quick. Sorry. It's great to see more.
Oh, sorry. Fuck. I can't just hit back.
It's fine. It's fine. Oh, it's nice to see more people who wear their hearts on their sleeves in this industry.
I wanted to point out that the pose he was in, he just looked like human Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah.
Mouth wide open, eyes wide, finger out.
So as the manager of Bigger, Badder Beetleborgs, you were responsible for getting signed to Crimson Tiger, right?
Yeah.
And this very morning, Crimson Tiger betrayed you in favor of joining forces with your rivals from Team Play to Win. What are your thoughts on that situation exactly?
And he holds his microphone out to catch my words as they dribble from my cheeks.
Let's see. Do I play? I'm sorry.
Let's see.
I saw the magic word in there.
Do I play this cool or cut a wrestling promo on him? Oh, yeah!
I'm deeply disappointed in the decision, but this will not stop us. This is our dream, our wish.
This is my story!
And you are not part of it. The industry, unfortunately, has a lot of bad faith actors in it. We will rise above that. Oh, we're weeping our eyes out, Punchy. Soon we shall be as dust, and so will P2W. Entropy surely comes for us all. Play to win. Oh, play to win. Oh, that was a mistake. You made a powerful enemy on this day. Look back on this moment with regret. The cream will rise to the top. Why am I still doing it?
You know, I'm kind of digging that bottom one. Maybe it's just how you read it.
Oh, with the faux Randy Savage. Yeah.
My thoughts? You can't publish my thoughts. All you get is blood red wall of absolute rage. I don't think your camcorder could capture that accurately. Team Patois, you've made a powerful enemy on this day. This is hurting my throat.
Yeah.
We could have a friendly rivalry, a bit of jousting back and forth on the way to the top, but no. You chose the Way of Pain, which is a spin-off of Fist of Discomfort. The Way of Pain.
Oh, that's the one with the cards, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that was weird.
On the day we rise above you, tearing your throne from the wall and smashing it upon the floor. Look back on this day at Max. Know that this is the day that it all went wrong. Your doom was avoidable. Instead, you chose to embrace death. Did I just threaten to murder Valkyrie?
I mean, yes. Oh. I'm so struck by this drawing.
He just looks so uncomfortable.
It's like,
do I sound like that?
Is that what people have been saying about me this whole time? Oh god, the YouTube comments were right. Wow, strong words from Banui of Bigger, Badder Beetleborgs. We've got a rivalry for the ages brewing here, folks. And that's not the least of all the excitement here at Max. For more hot interviews, be sure to like, share, subscribe, and smash that bell.
With the short interview done, Punchy motions for his cameraman to cut it.
I want that transcoded in on our channel within an hour. This is going to be massive click food. My own term, click food. It's like the difference between feeding the ducks at the park and feeding worms to the fish before catching.
Oh, I get it. So, in other words, what you're doing is making people actively less healthy by feeding the ducks bread.
I think I don't understand the metaphor.
Bread isn't great for ducks.
Bread isn't great for ducks.
Yeah. That's the whole thing.
Okay.
That's the whole thing I was going for.
All right.
Yeah, I get it.
This is an exclusive, right? You haven't talked to anyone else yet?
You got all the fighting that's fit to post. You get first crack.
Perfect. Gotta say, thrilled to finally meet you. I've been your biggest advocate at Fight Shack. Not exactly a hard sell, given you've been on a hot streak, But it's tough convincing some of the other editors to pay attention to smaller teams. The most interesting thing to happen to the scene in some time. There's plenty of small tryhard teams out there, but they haven't made the inroads you have. We need this, you know, the scene. Getting too commercial, it's too static. The same 8 or so teams at the top every time. It's almost like it's, oh, what's that word?
Kayfabe?
Yeah.
My thoughts exactly, Punchy. Or is it Mr. Punchy? Or Hawaiian Punch? Mr. 78?
Definitely don't call him Mr. 78. That's weird. Punchy's fine, or Jimmy, whatever. Names are fluid, you know? Yeah, Jimmy.
Hell yeah. You just got a single point.
He's fine. I've always said he's fine. It's 20 boopty boop. You've got the right to choose your own name.
Hell yeah.
Hey, I need to interview someone over at the Palace booth next, but let's catch up again sometime, yeah? I'm gonna want to pick your brain for the benefit of my viewers.
Oh no, is he gonna be another love interest?
Oh.
That'd be kind of weird.
We're not choosing that choice, right?
No.
I just said Punchy was fine, and I do stand by it.
But that's all.
It's, yeah. Maybe it'll be this thing where we, like, end up learning a lot about Punchy. Like...
He turns out to be the most well-developed character.
Oh yeah, when I'm not doing the video stuff, I just sort of help out around the house with my parents.
Well, I have a pet pot-bellied pig.
I have a pet pot-bellied pig
named Dasha.
I bought it in a bar off of a dude with a really bad mustache.
You said that it was a canary, but I had my doubts. I am always up for that.
Great!
But his smile falters a little as he pauses, unsure if he should say something. Your fly's down.
Hey, so, you know Victoria Proud's got you in her crosshairs, right?
Valkyrie, you mean? She claimed earlier she was doing this for my own good. Acted like a concerned mother figure and everything.
So, between you, me, and the wall?
And the cameraman and anyone who happens to be within earshot. He's actually taken off his super rad dude sunglasses and dropped down to a lower tone, so this must be serious.
You humiliating her team in public really did not go over well with her.
Well, no shit. I know, she fired Coda on the spot.
Even beyond that, she's got them on some weird training program, determined to make sure that it never happens again.
Oh my god, you know what she's doing? She's using Polybius to turn them into the ultimate gamers.
I immediately thought that also, and I really hope they don't do that.
I kind of hope they do, because it would be terrible.
Okay.
Look, this is the same person who entered a bunch of small tournaments, paying airfare and everything, just to ensure her rival didn't win any of them.
What a wiener.
Like Gallagher.
That was 10 years ago, and
but when he sued his brother for hitting on watermelon with a hammer?
No,
dirt. She does not let go of grudges.
So, the reason Gallagher 2 was a thing in the first place is that Gallagher would send his brother out to, like, do smaller venues specifically so that Carrot Top couldn't get booked at them.
Oh, wow, I didn't know that part.
Yeah, and then when Gallagher's brother started undercutting Gallagher, that's when the lawsuit started happening.
Ah, that's creepy.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a whole story.
Chaos Punchy.
The game ends with you winning a fist fight. We got to punch a millionaire last time.
That's true. I hope we get at least one good punch in.
Yeah.
So she's salty as boo. Doesn't change anything. We've got ambitions and we're gonna see him through.
Just figured you'd want to know. And hey, I'll be rooting for you. Later.
Oh, I'm rooting for you.
We're all in this together.
We're all in this together. So, war it is then. Not thrilled about that, but I guess it was unavoidable. No Bulldozer isn't gonna succumb to her level. That word doesn't go there.
Succumb?
Yeah. It would say succumb to her wishes, charms, management, but not her level. That's not quite right syntax.
That's fine. It's janky.
Mm-hmm. Let's just move on. That's too much to think about right now, and I've got more Max to see.
Alright, so we want to call Jinx and see how she's doing. We want to talk to Domino and Grace, or we want to see what the fuck Zapper's doing.
Kind of feel like this and this today.
Okay. We're not in a Zapper mood just at the moment.
Yeah, not after that last one.
Yeah.
When arranging for airline tickets to bring the whole team out to the West Coast, one name was absent from the travel arrangements. Jinx. Flying cross-country and dealing with the gigantic convention center.
I have a question.
What's up?
Why is it like an alley? Right? Why is it an alley up until that fence in the back, the chicken wire fence?
And then
after that it's
death?
Control, the video game Control.
Oh my god, you're right.
Yeah.
God, it's almost like that out here just because of these. They're not air conditioners. I don't know what the fuck they're supposed to be.
They're exhaust fans.
But from what? And why does this tiny room right here need 3 of them?
20 boopty boop as a post-Control universe? Oh no.
The entire world has shifted. Like, literally, physically, in cubes. Flying cross-country and dealing with the gigantic convention center wasn't in the cards for her physically, so she opted out of the trip. But no reason I can't phone her up just to see how she's doing. Better to do it outside too, or it's less noisy.
You spelled it the same.
Iris, call Jinx on speakerphone.
Okay.
Righty Rudy.
Hey,
Neely, what's up?
Hey, Jinx. Just checking in. How you doing? How's the cat? Didn't want you to think we forgot all about you two or anything like that.
That's fine, but how am I doing? How are you doing?
How are you doing?
News about Crimson Tiger ditching us came across like 5 different news feeds at once. I think I said nudes feeds.
I mean, that's better.
It is better.
Ah, right, that. Loxley and Rhapsody are looking for a new sponsor. Failing that, Iris and I'll find someone. Don't worry. We'll make the rent this month.
Yeah, I know. Not worried about that. I'm more worried about how you're dealing with... Is that Banui? Is it? Hey, Banui, cough up the rent or I'm booting you all out on the street and suing you for everything you have.
come on.
John, quit it. She doesn't know when you're joking around like I do. Oh, come on. Let me have my fun. Don't worry, Banui. We can just skip this month's rent. Provided you pay it back next month, with interest. Hey, did we run out of vegan pizza bagels? I can't find any in here.
If you have vegan pizza on a bagel, you can
Be
have
vegan anytime.
pizza. Oh, I was trying to say what you said and I got tripped up.
Oh, well.
You can be a vegan anytime.
Thought you hated junk food. The situation cries out for them. Excellent movies require excellent treats. We need pizza bagels. Hang on. I'm going to go get some pizza bagels.
Jinx would kindly request that John stop causing cardiac events. I'm standing in an alley behind the convention center. They wouldn't find my body for like days.
Jian does what Jian wants to do, I'm afraid. And Jian currently hungers for both rent and microwave garbage food.
From the corner of my phone screen, I can see Iris sighing happily at John's Choices snack selection.
Right now we're having an impromptu movie party. I think they felt sorry I couldn't join you all out there, wanted to cheer me up.
Right, that's why I'm calling. See how you're doing.
Well, not gonna lie, having some FOMO being left behind like this.
Well, this sucks.
Sucks, you know, being sidelined by my damn knees again. Couldn't be there for you at Hamza's tournament either, despite trying. Maybe I could have come out there. I should have tried. Rent a scooter, endure the strain, just make an effort. Instead, went with my gut and said, nope, no way, no how. Didn't want to try, just wanted to stay nice and comfy at home. Now I'm not there in your hour of need.
Sorry about that.
Sorry, bringing you down on a day when you're already down, aren't I?
He's talking like a human.
Thanks for your concern, but I'll be fine. Everything's going to be fine. Don't worry about me. And you made the right call. This place is overwhelmingly huge. Anything I can do to help with the FOMO? You need to pick up something while at Max?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay.
We don't pick this one very often, but I think it's important here.
Okay.
This is what I'd want to hear anyway. You're only missing out if there's something here you really wanted to do, and from what I've seen, it's all playing games or shopping. Anything I can grab for you while I'm here? I don't mind being your pack mule or so.
Huh. Good point. Fast Car 6 soundtrack.
I thought we don't talk about Fast Car 6.
We don't. Except how it had a really amazing K-pop to drift to. But the game's been buried in the deepest hole of the earth and covered with dirt and then salted so nothing can grow, which makes finding the soundtrack tough. If you can find me a used copy of the soundtrack on vinyl, well, and I'm not supporting Fast Car 6, but I still get to enjoy the tracks, yeah?
Okay, seriously, what the hell is up with Game 6 anyway?
Cancelled.
It's Driver 3.
Specifically, the game's director got cancelled, and for damn good reason. I don't want to go into right now. It's bad stuff. The Fast Cars community turned their back on the game after that and patiently waited for a follow-up game made by someone else. Maybe it's unethical to enjoy any part of FC6 after what he did, but the musicians weren't to blame, and I'm not hardline enough to go completely cold turkey.
Good.
So, find me a copy of the soundtrack and we're set. Sound good?
I'll see if I can find it, but if it's that rare, no promises.
Understood. There's no more pizza bagels downstairs. How can we have a Yeah Family movie party without pizza bagels? If the corner bodega is somehow also out of pizza bagels, heads will roll and blood will spill.
I mean, you could probably just get a pizza, right?
Monsters are real and danger can happen.
Like, there is a pizza kitchen literally under your feet right now, if I understand the layout of the building.
If you asked Ben and Matt to make you a huge pizza bagel, they would do it in a heartbeat.
That's true.
They would drop every other thing they were doing.
That is very true.
Well, with a regular pizza, you supposedly can't have it any time. You're right.
That's true, and that's a big downside to full-sized pizza.
Yes.
Hell no.
Gian, we don't need pizza on a bagel. Just go get a regular-ass pizza from Ben and Matt. Traditions are meant to be upheld. I will not break with the sacred snacking rites. I would sooner embrace death. Lots of people embracing death today. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to procure some delicious round bready delights. Toodles.
That's what they call pizza bagels in England.
Mm.
Delicious round bready delight.
Oh, I thought toodles.
Oh, that's...
Are you okay? I didn't expect to hit you like that.
That's good. Go get some toodles from the corner store.
Go down to the corner store, grab me some toodles. And some sticky buns. Starting to wonder if massive knee pain would be better than this day of mandatory fun. If Gian insists on watching Mall Cops again just for their bad movie podcast. So in happier news, what's the plan to get back at P2W for trying to kill us?
Assuming that Mall Cops is a cross between Mallrats and Paul Blart.
I hate that. I'm trying to put it together in my brain and it just sucks.
Is that vendetta you thirst for? I didn't think you were into petty revenge.
Really? Pick and choose my spots, yeah? Sometimes I shrug it off, sometimes I come down on someone like the fist of an angry god. It's all about keeping your cool so you're ready for the times when you gotta go ballistic on someone.
Make sure that they know when they're already dead. I heard Fist of an Angry God and I couldn't get Fist of the North Star out of my head.
Mix.
You are already drunk.
That's the problem with writing. The more you do it, the faster you run into a phrase you had another character use. Yeah.
Yep.
That's why I write one paragraph at a time.
Actually, I talked to the press already at Fight Shack and got our side of the story out there, so that's a little revenge, I guess.
Punchy 78, I'm guessing. If so, right call to make. He's good people. Don't think he'll misquote you or anything.
He did warn me that Valkyrie would probably not be happy about us refusing to go quietly.
All the more reason to keep the vendetta rolling. So what else did you have in mind?
It's simple, really. We kill the Batman.
Blood and war! We shall topple their dynasty and replace it with our own! Put Valkyrie's hand in warm water while she sleeps so she wets the bed.
Oh man, that would have been the comic answer in 1987.
Oh, dang. Living well is the best revenge.
I'm on Sonic's side on this one.
Yeah.
I will take what is mine with fire and blood. In 1,000 years' time, bigger, badder Beetleborgs will be remembered, and Patois shall be as dust.
Hell yeah. Right attitude to have. Burn down the old, replace with the new. That's the way of things. One generation hangs on too long to power. You basically get the boomers. Nobody wants gamer boomers. You go out there and show the world bigger, badder Beetleborgs are here to stay. We're with you every step of the way. Got it?
Got it. You can count on me to do a revenge. There's a quick silence on the phone before I hear her voice again.
You know, I'm glad you called.
Oh, why's that?
No big reason. Just glad to hear from you. One of the other reasons I've got FOMO is because I've wanted to hang out with you more, and whoops, off you go to Max. Like hanging around HQ with you and just relaxing, you know? Get that word, I'm gonna start that again. She doesn't use articles at the beginning of her sentences.
She talks like me.
Yeah. So the sometimes I get the inflection wrong because there's an implied article behind it.
Yeah.
Like hanging around HQ with you and just relaxing, you know? Get that we're busy prepping for the Pro Tour, but any moment I can have to relax is welcome.
Oh, thanks, Jinx. I'll try to squeeze in more time with you once we're back, maybe.
Good.
Sounds like a plan.
Before I can say anything else, I hear a door slam and a squeal.
Pizza bagels obtained. Now who's up for Mall Cops 2, the shopping and inning? That's my cue to go, I think.
See you later.
Good to check in with everyone on the team when I can, even those who couldn't be here with us today. That sounds like you're talking about a dead person.
Yeah.
And it's good to hear Jinx likes spending time with me. Wouldn't mind doing the same. Spending time with her, I mean, not with me. Terrified of being alone with myself.
I mean, that's true, though.
Time to move on!
Okay.
We should probably call it.
Let's wait until they pop up the map again.
Okay.
But I presume it's going to be just after this next month.
Yeah. With my phone call done, I head back indoors to resume traversing the landscape of Max. There it is. Perfect.
Timing. So yeah, that's gonna be the stream. Let's save the thing.
Yeah, all saved up.
So thanks y'all in the chat so much for joining us. I have been Christy, joined by Katie.
Hey.
And we are 2 of the 5 people who stream on this channel, along with Katie's sisters, Annie and Alice and Zoo. We stream 5 days a week. I managed to say it right this time.
Hooray.
Yeah. And if you wanted to interact with the follow button in whatever way makes you the most comfortable, you can see when we go live and check out all the shit we're doing. Let's look at our schedule, which is findable at schedule.truck.community, and check out what's happening. So Tuesday is either a wild card or no stream in the afternoon.
That's just kind of stayed up there by accident.
That's just kind of stayed up there by accident. So there might just be no stream.
I mean, the the or no has just kind of stayed up there by accident.
Oh, okay. But in the evening, Annie is going to be starting the Resident Evil 4 remake.
Or possibly in the afternoon.
Or possibly in the afternoon, Annie's going to be starting the Resident Evil 4 remake. Which I'm really interested in. I can't wait to see how they dealt with Resident Evil 4
She says
conceptually.
She said that it's been better in literally every way.
I've also heard that.
Great sign.
And I don't think she's lying, but I am excited to see it for myself.
Mm-hmm.
Wednesday, Zoo will be playing Steel Rising in the afternoon. After that, Bad Road at twitch.tv/badroad will be playing Shadowrun Hong Kong, which is a real place. And after that, back at our channel, Zoo will be playing Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak, and I will be playing Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak with her. So that should be fun. Did we skip last week again?
Yep.
It's so hard for me to remember what the fuck we're doing in Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak because it's
been skipped for like 6 out of the past 8.
Yeah,
weeks.
something like that.
Almost always Cox's fault.
On Thursday, I had to take a break 1 week just because I felt really, really bad.
So did she.
Yeah.
So
Thursday is going to be Alice playing Final Fantasy XII in the afternoon and evening. And in between that, at twitch.tv/andemonium, Andy will be playing Ghost Song, which has been delightful and creepy and really interesting.
Somber.
Somber, yes, thank you, is a great term for it. And I deeply recommend checking that out. Friday is another wildcard stream in the afternoon, and in the evening you are going to be playing more Tales of Arise.
That's the plan, anyway.
The anime Man in the Iron Mask.
Yep.
Which is still pretty good.
Yeah, so far.
Yeah. Saturday there is a stream. I got confused there for a second. Saturday at twitch.tv/andemonium, Andy's going to be building a gunpla, starting in the early evening at 6 p.m. local time.
It's short for Plastic Gundam.
It is short for Plastic Gundam. That's just a real thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, at twitch.tv/Xenon Fiber, someone will be playing Kingdom Hearts 2, the second Kingdom Hearts. I think it's the best mainline Kingdom Hearts.
It does strike a good balance between ridiculousness and, like, fluid combat.
Yeah.
I would say that if you're looking for something that's gonna be, like, challenging, there's, like, nothing else but Kingdom Hearts 1 there.
Yeah.
But Kingdom Hearts 2 is nice and accessible and very silly, and does have a cutscene where it's just a guy in a cloak walking for like 3 minutes as the camera slowly follows him.
Oh, yeah.
Which, I don't know what they were thinking there, but I'm glad they did.
You have to have establishing shots. You have to have establishing shots when you're doing cutscenes.
Someone wrote 3 seconds on the screenplay.
Oh, yeah.
And they accidentally read it as 3 minutes.
Damn. So that's Saturday. Sunday at twitch.tv/Wandering Beekeeper. Wandering Beekeeper will be playing more Wildflowers. That game's ramping up to like a whole thing. There's an election happening now between 2 people who suck. That doesn't sound familiar or anything.
Not at all.
Yeah, Monday is gonna loop back around to us. A wildcard stream in the afternoon. Andy with more Ghost Song after that stream, and then in the evening, you and I back to Arcade Spirits, the new challengers.
Mm-hmm.
If you like Dark Souls, you'll like Kingdom Hearts 1.
It's weird to go back to Kingdom Hearts 1 and realize how much Dark Souls directly cribbed from it.
So that's what's happening there. Again, you can find that at schedule.truck.community, along with links to the remainder of our stream team, twitch.tv/Andemonium, Riz Plays Games, Xenon Fiber, Bad Road, and Wandering Beekeeper. Great channels full of great streamers worthy of your time and attention. And if you'd like to see more of us, we have a YouTube at youtube.truck.community or youtube.com/@squirrellily, because that's a thing now. full of VODs that go back 4 years because we have been doing this a really long time. What do you suggest people watch? I always like to give a recommendation.
I don't know.
All right.
I'm not good at the suggestions.
That's fair. Go watch Andrea play Pyre.
That was a good one.
That was a really good stream. And Pyre's one of the Supergiant games that doesn't quite get the love that Bastion and Transistor and certainly Hades do.
Probably got the best story out of the lot, too.
It's really good. It's this weird combination of like visual novel and sports game.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so interesting.
Mm. It's like one of the old arcade football games that played more like a real-time strategy.
Yeah. It's suggested. Go check it out. So that's that. Is that everything I need to say?
I think so.
Okay, cool. Thank you for joining us. Thank you very much, Katie, for joining me again here doing this thing. And we'll